Hey, how's it going? Nat here with another BTN news break. Italy's just lifted some of the world's strictest lockdown restrictions. It's been one of the countries hit hardest by COVID-19, but now, more than 2 months later, people can get back to restaurants and shops once again.
Italy is open for business. People here can now get their hair or nails done, go shopping, or eat out. Even the Vatican is reopening for visitors.
I'm feeling a little more positive because the infection rate is going down, which means we'll be able to travel around a lot more.
Not everything's back to normal though. While coronavirus cases are dropping, people are still getting sick. Health authorities don't want large groups to gather, and there are strict rules about social distancing and hygiene. Some other European countries have relaxed restrictions too, but here in Italy, after 2 months of not being able to do, well, pretty much anything, Zach and Maggie are pretty excited.
We will be able to see our family and friends again, and maybe even take a trip to Venice.
And with gondolas back up in action in Venice, maybe that trip isn't too far off.
Well, for students in New South Wales, studying from home is officially over.
From next Monday, schools will be going back to full-time face-to-face teaching.
Most schools in New South Wales have already been testing it out 1 day a week, but now it's back to mostly regular school life.
I'm excited to go back to school so I can play with my friends face to face.
I'm happy to go back to school because I'll be able to work with my friends.
I will miss being able to stay at home and learn with my mum and my dad and my dog Pip.
I'm excited because I want to see my friends and my teacher and learn outside with my friends. So yeah, I am pretty excited.
I'll also be happy to see my teacher and be able to work without my brothers annoying me.
My only concern about going back to school now is because what if coronavirus, like the cases of coronavirus, go up when we start all getting back together.
Believe it or not, these are what the most expensive sneakers in the world look like. Yep, someone paid a record $858,000 at auction for NBA legend Michael Jordan's game-worn shoes. The autographed Air Jordan 1s were designed way back in 1985. Cricket players around the world are set to be banned from spitting on the ball. It's all about lowering the risk of spreading COVID-19. But why would anyone spit on the ball anyway? Well, I'll let Kale explain.
Cricket. A sport invented in 16th century England and steeped in tradition, is getting a shake-up.
What?
Yep, the International Cricket Council wants to ban players from using saliva on the ball because of the risk of spreading COVID-19. You see, cricketers use their saliva to shine one side of a cricket ball, while leaving the other side rough. This helps bowlers swing it through the air, because air flows differently over each side. That movement can make it a lot harder for batsmen to score runs, or even keep their wicket. It's so important to the game that players spend all their free time on the field working on the ball's surface. Now, people are worried that with no spit, there will be no swing, and the game will be completely different. But the ICC says they're still going to let players use their sweat.
It's legal. Look it up.
There's also been some nifty swing solutions. Cricket legend Shane Warne says bowlers could swing weighted balls, a bit like lawn bowls. While cricket ball manufacturers Kookaburra say they're developing a wax to keep the ball shiny. So from now on, players will have to work on those saliva-free swing strategies instead.
Some of Hollywood's biggest stars have teamed up to read a children's classic, James and the Giant Peach. The online event is raising money for poorer countries fighting against coronavirus. Oscar-winning filmmaker Taika Waititi narrates the Roald Dahl story. Each instalment features different actors. First up, Hemsworth brothers Chris and Liam playing the evil aunties.
My dear old trout, Aunt Sponge cried out.
We're not gonna get into which brother is better, but let's see what happens when Meryl Streep and Benedict Cumberbatch give the same characters a go.
Get on with you, up you go! Stop! Hold everything!
The charity lockdown reading is set to feature a whole lot more big stars. That's all we've got for today, but we'll be back again tomorrow. In the meantime, why don't you hit subscribe and stay up to date on all of our future news videos? Come on, you know you want to.